Aloha, everyone, and just sending some beautiful love, energy, from the island of Kauai. So grateful for this opportunity to be on this project, this peace project, connecting in from all that we are, and just tuning into the love and joy that we're feeling in this moment. So much gratitude right now for everything that's happening. As I'm watching these light rays are coming through in between the palm trees over here, and it's just amazing. I'm just gonna show you that. Or not. Okay. I think I can. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see that, but there's a beautiful ray of light coming in through the palm trees right there. And it's just incredible right now. So just kind of reflecting of what I'm feeling myself. Beautiful rays of light. Oh, so as we embrace to this day, you embrace peace, love, and happiness. Who walk eternally with you. And that is so beautiful to connect with who we are, what we're here to do, and what we're here to accomplish. I chose this spot. I'm on the island of Kauai, and I chose this spot at Ringlet so that you would connect in with the beauty, the power, the joy of the ocean. Because the ocean is a very peaceful place to me. It's my happy place. And I think you can see behind me, and I will show more later on the transmission. Okay, so maybe this isn't a good spot to do the transmission. But I wanted you to connect with the ocean, even if hearing me is a little difficult, to see the ocean. I'm going to travel to a place that will be easier for you to hear me. But at least you are able to connect with the ocean. So I'm going to move a little further away, and then we'll see how the transmission goes as we And maybe at the end of the transmission, we can go back and help you connect with the ocean. All right. So, okay, awesome. So we'll, at the end, show you a place that will be a little better, that you can connect with the ocean and feel the energy. And I'll just do a video so that you can connect. It seems like the audio is a little hard by the ocean, but as you can see, the wind and everything is a factor here, but it's awesome too. I love the wind, so I'm not complaining. So, in case you didn't hear me earlier, just wanted to start off with saying that this day you embrace peace, love, and happiness will work eternally with you. So I was thinking about this message of peace before this transmission and what it means. And that's why I wanted to come here by the ocean, because this is my peaceful place. This is my happy place. This is where my heart sings and joy and laughter and everything seems okay. I said to my husband, if I'm ever going crazy or going nuts or out of control, just take me down to the water and throw me in the ocean. And that is where I find my peace. So this day, we're embracing the energy of being in our heart space and just allowing yourself. Part of it is the receiving, as I'm receiving this great energy off the ocean right now. The winds, the negative ions, the beautiful sights, the sounds of the waves. So just allow yourself to receive in this moment and allow yourself to be in that state of peace. It is wonderful to give, and I'm very much a giver myself. But without the balance of giving and receiving, we cannot find peace. Not in this world, without balance. So whatever that balance might show up for you, and you know in your heart what that is. You know when you are out of balance. You know when you are giving too much and not receiving. And the way you know this is that you have that feeling in your gut, as the Hawaiians say, in your hanau, and you feel something is not right. And even though you're doing something, maybe out of obligation, maybe out of desperation, maybe out of just doing it not really from the heart just to give, but you're doing it with some intention of wanting something in return, and then not receiving, that's when we're out of balance. So as we reflect on peace and what that means to all of us, let us come in to that balanced state of allowing and receiving, opening and closing. And just like the breath work that we do, as we open, breathing in, and as we exhale, breathing out. This is all about balance. So nature is constantly teaching us and telling us information and guidance to help us on our path. So let's all try that. And one of the best ways to get in balance is with the breath. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. This cyclic breathing that is built into our own structure, our own DNA, our own physiological component of how we are wired, that we are forced to breathe and forced to come into this balance. And we know when we're out of balance because our breath is also reflecting this out of balance state where we are hyperventilating because we're really anxious, or we're really nervous, or we're really scared. So when we look at our breath, it is telling us things all the time. Or maybe we're holding our breath and forgetting to breathe because we're in a state that is out of balance. So it is built in to our human structure to be in balance. And we have these constant reminders through our breath to keep us in that state of balance. So let's go back to the breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now with your next breath in, breathe in clean, clear, life-giving oxygen. And with your next breath out, exhale all negativity, pain, and fear. Just feel everything dropping away. All the have-tos, all the shoulds, all the need to. Just let it all go. There's nothing serious going on down here. We're all just in one big playground, having fun, playing and co-creating and being. So the only stress out there is the stress that we put on ourselves. So as you exhale, let's let all that go. Just let that go. We don't need to make things harder than they are. Everything is much simpler than we know. It's all just orchestrated perfectly. Everything is unfolding just as it should. There's confirmation there. Thank you. That car is beeping just to confirm that it's all yes. That must be an exclamation point in that statement. That yes, everything is happening just as it should. Just like that car honking right there. Just in that moment, you know, it's like all so perfect. Everything. So as you breathe in, let the energy of the universe, like I'm sitting here I'm feeling this air coming off the ocean, off the water, and I just want to breathe in that energy. Just breathe it in and let it go to all the cells of your body. And even though you may not be by the ocean right now, you're still getting the benefits through me to you, having this transmission of energy, clearing, cleansing, and releasing. That's why I love the wind. The wind just comes and carries everything away. All your troubles, all your worries, all your pains, all your sadness. Just, oh yeah, just release all that. Just let that go. Just let that go. So with your next breath in, breathe into your body. If you have an area of pain right now, maybe your lower back, maybe your hip, maybe your shoulder, maybe your throat, maybe you're experiencing a headache in this moment. Just allow the breath to breathe in and clear. So breathing in into that area of pain, wherever you're feeling, maybe it's just tension, just breathe into that area. Just letting the oxygen flow freely and openly. And as you exhale, let go of all that heaviness, all that no longer serves, that you're wanting to release. Just let it all go. And as you do this, you embrace true peace. The peace of allowing your body to heal itself. And the roosters, oh, we got so many people helping, so many beings, so many things that are supporting us in the universe right now. So the roosters are so awesome here on Kauai. They run wild and they're fun and they're everywhere. Oh, and their crow just seems to push through a blockage whenever I'm working on someone on the table and there's some like really deep block that they have and we're just releasing it. Boy, the roosters just start crowing, so they know that you can hear them. They're releasing right now, helping us release right now. Oh yeah. So just open and breathe in and out. So the state of peace is just the state of allowing. Thank you. It's just the state of really who we truly are, what we're here to do. And when we have something that is in disharmony, that's not us. That's us taking on other people's stuff, believing some things that maybe are not who we are. And so it feels like heaviness in our body. So peace is getting back to that state of who we really are. And when we are in alignment, we are in peace. We are in joy. So all of this is possible just by allowing. That's all we have to do. It's only us that is blocking this process of being in that divine place, that divine state of peace, love, and joy. So if we remove those blockages, take them all away, we come into alignment and we come into the natural state of being of who we are. And then we are open, our crown chakra is open all the way to our body down into the center of the earth. And we're able to receive that guidance from our angels, our archangels, our higher selves, our guides, because we are clear and we are at peace. It is very hard for them on the other side that are trying to assist us to deliver these messages when we are out of alignment. I mean, if you have children, you can understand. Have you ever tried to talk to them when they're not in a state of peace or not in a state of joy? They are not very good at receiving messages. Oh, I got some little baby chicks right here. Where'd you go? I'll show you. Talking about children. Oh, there they are. The baby chick being here. Oh, that's a state of peace right there. Nature. Nature teaches us a lot. And one of the biggest things is how to play and how to be in peace and love and joy and how to be in our happy state. Because they're pretty much there. They don't have stress or worry or bills or this or that. I mean, yes, they have to forage for food and protect themselves, but they're not stressing over it. They're just living their lives. And just by watching, if you have pets or cats, dogs, I mean, you just watch them. I mean, they are the best teachers out there, the animals, the children. So learn from them, learn from the children, learn from your pets, learn from whatever shows up in your life. Notice that. Notice what appears. Notice what presents itself in every moment, because there's a reason for it and there's a message behind it. And there's a greater expansion that we can grow from it. So, getting back to our breathing, let's see what else shows up here today at Midgate Park in Kauai, Hawaii. So, when we are in a state that is not peaceful, like when we're driving and maybe we're in traffic, or there's someone that cuts you off, or something like that, we take ourselves out of alignment. So the way to get back into that state of peace and back into alignment is through the breath. So we're going to use the breath in this moment to take back control of our life. Because one of the major things I found with the clients I work with is the feeling of being out of control. So using your breath is another great way to gain control. And then you will find more peace. So this breath technique is very similar to the one we just did. The only difference is we're going to breathe in. We're going to hold it for a few seconds before we exhale. So let's do that together. Let's breathe in. Hold for a few seconds. And then exhale. Again, breathing in. Hold for a few seconds. And then exhale. And one more time, breathing in. Hold for a few seconds. So what this says is that the simple act of you controlling your breath gives you an opportunity to feel more in control of your life. It may not seem much, but these subtle changes are monumental in their effects. So the simple thing when life is reeling out of control and we are going in this state of chaos, just by using our breath to take back that control, breathing in, controlling for a few seconds and releasing, helps us to gain back a little control. And just that little bit of control starts a snowball effect of us gaining more and more control of our life. So let's try it again. Take a big breath in, hold for a few seconds, and release. And another big breath in, hold for a few seconds, and release. I'm going to check the time right now. See how much, a little more time. Definitely going to show you the ocean. But I just wanted to do a little bit of toning. As you might have seen, Jeanne Russell Dolphin Touch Wellness Center, and I'm connected to the dolphins and the energy of the dolphins and the whales and Lemuria. And a lot of times the power of sound was used back in the time of Lemuria to shift things, to shift energy for healing, for ceremonies. And as we reawaken now to sound therapy, using crystal bowls and tuning forks and voice, we're also allowing vibrational healing to occur. And it's not so much about the mind. The mind wants to understand what's going on, which is great. You know, we'll appease the mind and give it information like what I just did with you earlier. But there's a transcendence of the mind, and it's just being. And being in the sounds, being in the vibration, being in the energy. So I'm going to take this time that we have left to do some sound therapy, and I'd like you to connect with the sounds here. I'm going to show you the ocean and connect with the ocean sounds more than my voice. The sound of the beautiful chicks. Nature is wanting to be with us. So let's just check in and come into that place of center. We're a little bit out of alignment. Make any bodily adjustments if you need to. And let's just listen. much fun to connect with you guys in this way. And check the time again. I think I gotta a few more minutes. I just wanted to, this is fun, share with you. I did a little writing about each letter of the word peace. And this is what I came up with. So peace is patience. So not wanting to rush everything, not wanting to move through things too quickly, get from here to there. And I come from New York, and boy, was it busy and hustle and bustle. And just being patient. Patient that you just need to be still and things will come to you. A good analogy is the spider. Think of the spider as he weaves his web and just waits there, and everything comes to him. Just sits there in his web, not having to do anything, not having to make anything happen, not having to work or go to a job. So just have patience, and intention helps. If you have your intention and you're in alignment, just be patient and it will all come to you. So that's the P in peace. And E is elevation. Just be happy and joyful and being in that state. And a lot of people ask me, well, what should I do? And it's all about, well, what makes you joyful? What makes you happy? Do that. Everything else will fall into place. So finding that state of elevation and joy, whatever it is, whatever your joyful place is. I'm in my joyful place right now. A was acceptance. We're all on our path, and we're all at different places on our path, and we're all doing different things on our path, and just accepting everyone for who they are and where they're at, and knowing that it's all okay. You know, maybe they're doing something that you would not do or is not in your alignment. Just accept people for who they are, accept situations for when they show up, and be in that state of allowing and accepting. C is compassion. Compassion for others, compassion for yourself. What about that? Yeah. Being very compassionate for oneself, compassionate for maybe some past things that you've done that you're not very happy with. Having compassion for yourself and understanding of who you were in that state that made you do those things, and you're a different person now than you were then. Compassion for others that maybe aren't acting the way you'd like, but compassion for their suffering or their pain or their sorrow, and they act out in strange ways that maybe are not in alignment with you. So having compassion for others, even if they're late or they're slow or they're behind, it's just like, oh, that's who they are. You just know it's okay. And then E is everyone, accepting everyone and everything in every situation, accepting it all, not excluding one group or another, but just as we move into ascension and we evolve, we are all going to realize that we're all one. And so this idea of groups, whether it's religion or political or whatever, color of our skin, whatever people want to group us together, it's just about us being one and everyone working in harmony. So that's the end of my transmission for tonight. It was such a joy and such a pleasure, and I am in my happy place here at the beach of Kauai, sharing with you, and I hope you got to feel the energy and the joy and the happiness I'm feeling in this moment. And I'm so thankful for this opportunity. Thank you to Kelly Lair and all the people at Some New to Media. And I will be here on Kauai if you ever want to come visit and feel this beautiful energy coming off the ocean. Blessings to you all. Hui hou. Have a great day.